I'm getting ready. Hopefully this time will happen. I have a video recorded a while back. Maybe I'll put it part of this or later. Me getting ready over and over again with this duster house overlanding experience. So I'm getting ready. Get ready with me. I have here a compact chair from Decathlon. On the channel once I've been to Decathlon and I kept saying you can buy stuff from Decathlon. You don't need to always buy something that is a well-renowned brand or expensive. It is functional, cheap. It was cheap. I had a discount because I bought through the app and they gave me, I don't remember, 10-15% discount, which was amazing. The difference was quite significant, and I keep searching for something that it is small. It has, when you store it, it has to be small and then comfortable when you use it. I'm aiming to test this. I bought a couple of chairs in time. None of them did exactly what I wanted. I have some from Decathlon as well. They are very small, just to have something to sit on, but I wanted something more comfortable. And this here, you see, it is very comfortable. I tried them. They are small and comfortable. I can sit with a laptop, work on the road, edit and so forth. Some comfort around the duster house. You by now know I recorded multiple times. I'll do it back again this season. The Edelrid belay kit for Via Ferrata. It is a winner, a best in class. How to say it? I love it. This is a very good kit, a very good one. It is one of the things that I bought, I used the most, and I enjoyed the most. And I will buy it again when time will come. So I have that. This is my Via Ferrata, how to call it, bag. I have everything in here except the harness, you'll see in a moment, and then the Via Ferrata set. Everything else is in here. The headlamp, the gloves, a couple of types, because based on the Via Ferrata I will use one or the others. And then what else? Lanyards, I have a couple of them, the resting system and so forth. I will unpack it back again. I did it once, I will do it once more. Look what do we have here. So this year, what I will do this season is to test one by one on the channel. I tested them for myself to see what works best, but I never shared that with you. I will do it this year. I chose this carabiner from Black Diamond because, in my opinion, it is a Via Ferrata rated amazing carabiner. Unfortunately, Black Diamond no longer produces this one, so no longer sells them individually, which is a shame. I really loved and enjoyed this carabiner. It is, how to say it, it looks good. It is like gold. It looks really, really good. It is pretty. Yes, and then we have a connect adjust. I will maybe buy the new version out of curiosity. Yes, we'll speak a couple of times about this because there is need to do that. This sits here for a purpose. It is for a purpose. We will see if it happens or not. When time will come, I will tell you why I have it, why it sits, and what is the purpose of it. This is a Via Ferrata set. I have a couple of old lanyards. I don't trust them, but I have them. In case I have to do a dirty job, whatever that might mean, then I have them. I will not trust them. For example, I might use this on a zip line as a brake, emergency brake, if I need to have something, if I am thinking it is quite dangerous. Again, these are things that I don't rely on, maybe because they are too old. I think this one is 15 years old, this lanyard here. Let's see what year it is. This is 2012. So this is 14 years. It is 14 years old. They say after 10 years you have to throw them away, or at least not to use them as for safety purposes. Yes. Now, one thing that I want to touch, that we are here, I keep everything like this in a drawer. Oh, wait. how do I do this? I'm too far away now. I'm too low like this. I keep everything in a drawer for a couple of reasons. And in a large room with low humidity, I want them to stay in the dark, not to be exposed to the sunlight, and then the right environment, because that can affect them invisibly. It is very hard to tell when you look like this, oh, this is good. Even if it is 14 years, you might say this is good. Well, it is good when you look like this, but when you fall, what will happen? When you sit on it or whatever you might do, if it really depends on the type of element. How do you know it will actually do what it is supposed to do under that load? You don't. So yes, it is iffy. At a point, you have to get rid of them or to disqualify them, as I do with this one. I have it, I don't throw it away, but I don't trust it. I will never use it for safety, never. Socks, these are my socks for trampoline. I should jump more on it. Jumping on the trampoline is good, at least from my age going forward, to boost stamina. We need that. And then it also helps with the blood, the circulation, things like that. It is very good. I should do it more often. This is my go-to climbing harness, sitting harness. It is from Arc'teryx. I forgot the name. It is written somewhere here. I will speak more about it. I bought a second one because at that point you have to throw them away. Now, I didn't abuse them that much. I might start using it, for example, when I decide it no longer goes into, let's say, production on Via Ferrata heavy intensive use. I might start using it at the gym, for example, at the climbing gym. This is my go-to. This year I want to test for you, and we'll do it together. This harness here, it is a full body harness. I bought it just to test the system, nothing more. Yes, in here we have a full body harness. We will test the system. Now, back in on my head was also the idea, if ever a woman, a young someone that cannot sit well in the sitting harnesses that I have, with this one, this is adjustable, and yes, might allow me to take a friend with me on the Via Ferrata. This is my first harness bought for the channel, with idea to start using it on the channel. It is from Black Diamond, very good harness, but it has fixed loops. I realized that I like the adjustable leg loops. These ones here are fixed leg loops. It is still good. It is comfortable, more comfortable than this one. Actually, I might use it more. What I did at the time, I bought another one to have it, to have it fair. Yes, and then I have another one. That one was too small, and I'm using it at the gym. Again, I'm from Via Ferrata or active use outdoor. I then transfer them to the gym and then throw them away. This is a Via Ferrata set. We are getting ready, so I have to see what I have here and then decide what I'm taking with me in the next trip that we'll have with the Duster House, and we will do some Via Ferrata as well. This is from Edelrid, cable comfort something. To me it is an award winning, this is what I wanted to say for this. This is an award winning toolkit, yes. And this is interesting. It's not my go-to, it's not my main, but I fell in love with Edelrid overall. They do some things very well, and I really like them. The carabiners are great, a bit different than what we usually see, but I like them. They are actually great. And then overall, it is a small footprint Via Ferrata set, as they say it, which is nice. I should use it more, but I have so many. It is very hard for me to, as the cameras and everything else when I'm speaking on the channel, and then I get abused into the comments because I have an opinion. I have so many, it's very hard to commit to something. Now, with Via Ferrata, I have some favorites, that doesn't happen, but even with the camera system, I have this ZVE one, and actually I fell in love with it. I love it, it is versatile, it does exactly what I want in so many cases. Yes, same with Via Ferrata, I have some favorites, and this is one of them, is this I have to feel the weight to see which one is. Yes, this is the gyro, the one that rotates. I eventually spent the money, bought this. Oh, I fell in love. Now I'm still questioning how efficient this is. Wait, like this. How efficient this system is. Can the bolts here? I don't know if you can see the bolts. Can the bolts ever jump and then this? Now, if one of these two gets out, not a problem. But if this gets out, then a problem. This is award-winning as well, the system, the gyro, because it is silent and the lanyards no longer untangle. This is how, like this. I don't know how to say it in English. This is what happens usually on Via Ferrata, and you have to lanyard manage them every other anchor point transition. But with a gyro here, that never happens. It boosts the comfort and makes the experience overall better, because if you don't have to manage the elasticated lanyards of a Via Ferrata set, which implies finding a good solid resting position, taking your time and so forth, and exposing yourself because you are vulnerable. And why it is good with this? Because you don't get into that situation. You might get tired, you might cross a difficult segment, and instead of stopping and untangling, or how to say, when it's like this, you have to do it like this to be able to clip it. Instead of wasting your energy with this, it never happens. A lot of comfort. It allows you to focus on the experience and then to stay safe. Is it worth paying the premium? Definitely yes. Definitely. If you do Via Ferrata a lot, then you should do that. Now, on this note, I was saying that I not fully trust. I know they test them. I know theoretically it is supposed to hold and nothing bad should happen in case of a fall, but still the doubt is there. And on this note, me being doubtful, I bought this for two reasons. One, out of curiosity, and then second, because you see it has a different system. Now, I have something to say in here as well. Will this be strong enough not to snap? Because that one looks a tad better. I don't know, it appears to be a tad better. Yes, will this hold enough? It should, of course. They test them. Again, we are testing them. But it is the psychological doubt. And this is what makes Via Ferrata fun when it comes to safety gear like this. Because you always, or at least I'm doing it, I always doubt myself. I'm aware of the errors we can make. We might think, I tested, I clipped it properly. And usually, or many times, when an accident happens, or an incident, is because of human error. And every time, it is why I'm telling you, test before you start. Test the system. Sit into the system, into the resting system, into the Via Ferrata set. When you'll be there, 100, 200, 600 meters up, you will need to rely on that. You might need to just give in to the resting system to extend that to the maximum. Yes, if it never happens to lose control, then it is only there just in case. But if you actually need to use it, and it can happen many times, to use it, to sit into the safety system, you want to know that is properly done. And of course, if something happens, you lose control and you fall, you drop, it has to do his job. So you need to test. It is best to have someone with you and that person to test that you did everything right. Me going alone, I have to do it by myself, and I do 1, 2, or 3 runs. Sometimes I rush because of bad weather, it is late, I'm tired, enthusiastic, and so forth. And it's wrong, because then I get up 100, 200 meters, and I remember, I didn't test it, and now I don't trust it, and I have to test it there, but I'm already exposed, and that is dangerous. What if I made a mistake? What if I was too tired? Because my brain might send the signal, everything okay, out of it. Is why I'm saying many times on the channel, build good habits. Because if you build good habits, even if it is tedious, because many times it is so repetitive and boring, but even if that happens, if the habits are good, when you are tired, when you are distracted, when you are predisposed to make errors, that might save your life. One of my fears always on Via Ferrata is, what if I made a human error when I geared up? It is why I have a couple of redundant systems that I put on me to force me to actually do it right. It is why I have them. There is no other reason. Just to force me to do it right, or in case I make a human error of doing it wrong, the other ones, one or another, will cover that. Theoretically, at least in theory, that should happen. I bought this out of curiosity. We'll test it together. I was supposed to test it like last year when I bought it, but it didn't happen. I didn't go anywhere. This is clink clink. This is one of the things users point out. It makes too much noise, but it can be fun. And now another one, and another one, and another one. I think I exaggerated a bit with what Via Ferrata said. I never really failed on a Via Ferrata. Maybe this one I used the most out of the ones I have here. I should retire it. It's still functional, and maybe I should give away. It is still. I'm a bit afraid to give away safety gear, because if something happens, it is my liability. No, because I have a lot of gear that I can actually give away, but I don't know. Should I give away gear like this? Again, it is the liability, right? What if something happens? I'm storing it for myself in proper conditions. I'm taking care of it. I'm making sure it is how it is supposed. It is written somewhere. I will check to see, but it should be no more than 3 years old in total since being manufactured, which is good. It has 10 years lifespan. Stored like this, it is like new. It can do a season without any problem, even more. And I have one more. I bought this out of curiosity. It has a different shock absorbing system. Not that much different, but different. The only problem with this, and I wanted to give it away, and I would love to give it away now as well. But again, should I give this stuff away like this? I'm again storing it right. They should work, but I don't know. I cannot certify it. I bought it. I never used it. You can see here, it never been used. It's brand new. And then, where is it saying? It should say somewhere here the date. Let's see the date together. This is, I don't know. I see a year here, but it's not the year of manufacturing. That one is something else. So this is 2020, 6 years. Oh, it's quite old. You see? Should I give this away, or should I just do something else with it? 2020, 6 years, never used. I will say after 3 to 4 years, I will say, but I'm not certified to say that. It is still a usable, trustworthy piece of gear if stored properly like this. It wasn't exposed to sun. Yes, no humidity, 50% maximum, but never been to. It is between 30 and 45%. I will say great conditions, but 6 years, it's close to 10 years. So it should last, it should be good, but I cannot certify anything. So it is why I'm reluctant to give away. I would love, because it's a lot of wasted gear, and someone might not have the money and might open doors for them, but I don't want to put their life in danger. It is why also I don't resell them. I've seen on internet that people do that. I have a lot of in good conditions, almost brand new rope, for example, but I don't sell it because I'm storing it. If it is my life, it is my responsibility over my life. If something happens, it happens. It is my choice. But to give that away or to sell that, it is why I'm not doing it. When it comes to safety gear, I'm not reselling. When it comes to cameras, I always sell them and buy new ones. But gear, no. On that note, in here I have a lot of lanyards. A lot, because I kept testing in time and I ended up with a lot of lanyards. They will make it on the channel this year. If everything goes as planned, they will all make it on the channel. This is what we have here. And this one, this is my, it should be, it's a big, is that one? No, yes, it's that one because I feel here carabiners is the whole system. This is my mountaineering sitting harness. This one is not for climbing, it is for glacier climbing, for example, when you rope yourself to other climbers. And I have in here a lot of many other things. It has a special system you can put it on. It is very small, tiny, it doesn't weigh anything. And then I have these lanyards, prosix, some carabiners. Yes, it is for Alpine mountaineering, where you have crevasses. You have to, it is good to have it on you, because if something happens, if you fall into a crevasse, even an avalanche, they might pull you by plugging a carabiner instead of digging around you and who knows what, or equipping you with whatever harness to recover you. They might plug a carabiner and pull you, might make things faster. When you go in this type of mountaineering climbs, you should always have it on you, not in your backpack. From start to the end, have this on you, because you never know. So this is one. And then in here I have a fall resting system from Petzl. It's very expensive. But this one I would love to resell because it is very expensive. I tested it to see how it works out of curiosity, but it is for professional work. I have nothing to do with it. You might see me with it in case I'm doing some tutorials around bridges, things like that. You might see me with this, but I have many other, and I like them more, so I don't use it too much. I have in here the resting systems. I have a couple of them, 3 or 4 in total. This is brand new, the whole system, never used. In case I have to take it for someone or for myself, it's already ready here. In here I should have prosix, many prosix. Let's see, no. In here I have rope. Yes, I only have rope. Sorry, my mistake, I thought it was prosix. It is different types of ropes. This is a system, it was how they were doing via Ferrata before. I have it, I use it in certain situations. I spoke about it on the channel. If you want, I can speak more. What do we have here? Lanyards. This is for rock climbing. Belay stations. I have a lot of. So I have this one, which is like the connect adjust. Now, what I don't like about this is wait. You see, you clip a carabiner here compared to the connect adjust, where the carabiner goes through. You see the rope is through the carabiner. It is way better than this one. Of course, this is for static usage. It will not fall to the ground, but yes, it's not the same as that one. It is interesting. I bought it to test it. Never made it on the channel. You remember the 30 terabytes I was speaking about? Too many terabytes, never made it on the channel. Maybe this year, maybe I will speak about all this. I have a couple of them, and I was showing you. I have belay stations. These are for belaying. Yes, this bag here is for that. Good. What do we have here? The prosix. Now we got to the prosix. I have many of them. Ready-made. It's full of prosix, and I told you I have many of them. I have this is the connect dual adjust or something like that. You can make the Y that I'm using from Climbing Technology. You can make that, you plug it to your belay loop for via Ferrata resting. And you have a shorter one, and then you have adjustable one. So yes, it is why I bought it, to be tested and then showcased on the channel. This is for rappelling. This is part of my rappelling system. This is a daisy chain. No, it's not a daisy chain. It is a chain. It is a chain, not a daisy chain. It is better than the daisy chain because each one is an individual loop. This goes half. You'll put it in your to your belay loop, and then this you can actually do it half like this, and it gives you redundancy. You'll plug both this on when you rappel, And yes, this is very good, very, very good. I will speak about it. It is very good when it comes to safety. I have a couple of them because when COVID happened, prices dropped dramatically, and I bought it a third of its real price. Now it is very expensive. We have here a chest harness and another chest harness. I spoke about them, but I never made them justice on the channel. I should do it better. Hopefully I have more experience after so many years of trying to figure out how to do it, and this year I will do it. These are spikes. I have two. I always buy two. I always thought I will get married, I will have kids, I will have a partner, things like that, and I bought more thinking I will share. Never happened. I ended up single. I started with one with this pair of crampons, and then I bought a second pair thinking that I will go on what did I want? Mont Blanc. I wanted to do Mont Blanc solo. Maybe I will do it. I gave up because I almost died because I pushed it too much on Gran Paradiso, and then it was enough. It's not that I got scared, but I got it out of my system. Like the need to go through that experience and learn about it. It was enough on Gran Paradiso. I no longer needed the Mont Blanc. I might go, but I might go if I can find meaning. I don't want to go for the sake of going to check the Mont Blanc climb. No. If it happens that through my lifespan, from now going forward, based on my psychology, I'll find meaning to do that, then yes. Like Gran Paradiso, I want to go back now just because it makes sense. I want to do it for the fun of doing it now. And it is why I will return. There is nothing to check, right? So yes, this is it. Not that much. I have in other places some more gear, but plus minus, these are the lanyards. These are the lanyards and the Via Ferrata. This is what is mostly related to Via Ferrata, what I have in here. The gloves, I don't know where the gloves are. Actually, I wanted the gloves. It is empty. I don't know where the gloves are. I was searching for them, actually. I have no clue where they are. I have to check. I'm trying to hide them again, not to stay in the sunlight. This is part of a gear. I will, yes, and I have the glasses, but I have to make friends to be able to go do lead or top rope climbing outdoors, and even at the gym. Yes, these are the glasses for climbing. Yes. Big dreams when I was 35, 38. I kept thinking I will get married, I will build a family. It is why I work my whole life. Actually, I wanted to say something about that when I started this whole thing, but I forgot what. You see, it wasn't that important, and I didn't really wanted to share that with you. It was something about an experience I had with a woman, but I don't remember what it was. Something related to the gear, no? I was going in the other room, and I was thinking about that. I was trying to say I was full of hopes, and yes, I imagined that at this age I will have kids. They will be 10 years old, and the idea was, when I was young, to learn how to do all these things: ice skating, swimming, climbing, mountaineering, all these activities, to be able to give to my partner and then to my kids, to give a right support when it comes to enjoying, exploring, and experiencing life. But it didn't happen. It didn't happen for various reasons. In the majority of the cases, it was just bad interactions. I wasn't lucky enough to interact with the right women. And then from the other perspective, it's the society, the way it does. It persuades, manipulates, pushes everyone not to have kids, not to believe in family, not to want that. Then when you go after a certain age, it becomes harder and harder, just because we people are just lazy. And it is a very huge effort to get into something and to understand that. First of all, we are dumb and stupid. All of us, we are limited. Our cognitive capacity, our intellect is limited. We think about ourselves to be amazing. We are not. I realize more and more how dumb and stupid I am. And by this I mean, I have a big heart. I want to do the best job I can. I want to be the best version of myself. But at the end of the day, I'm limited. I have limitations. This is my capacity. This is my capacity of English, for example. I can spend more time to improve my English. Of course, if I have more exposure, I speak about other things and do neural connections differently, it will improve in time, as it did. If we look at what I was saying and how I was saying it, I was watching me reading the thing from Sophia, the SE1, the letter they sent in the box. And I was a bit retarded when I was speaking that, because I read English in my head, but not out loud. My muscles are not used to that. Also, I didn't want to get it wrong in front of a camera, and I didn't want to cut or to take more takes to get it right. So, yes. Then I remember I'm jumping. COVID arrived. I was 39 when COVID started, almost 40. And 4 years, like lightning fast. And then I lost my hair even more, and it matters. Actually, this matters. I remember when I was with hair, I was so successful, you cannot imagine. And I was thinner, it's true, but I'm working on that, at least on the health aspect, what I can control. I'm now working on that. Yes. And then it is also cultural now, 40, 46 almost. Who's getting into something with a 46 years old man? Yes, and either way, people dream at crazy things that never happen. Good. I'm getting ready to travel. Now, I'm taking it easy for various reasons. It is important to get good things out of it, not to do it. It's not about doing it. It is about how I'm doing it. If I rush as I did in the past, I might come back with a lot of footage, nothing usable, nothing will make it on the channel, for example. Also, it has to be for myself, for heart and mind, and of course for my health, for my body. So, yes, that one is a factor. The experience here will continue, but what I'm doing is out of passion. And it has to remain like this. Even if I want money, I would love a channel to grow, to have more members, subscribers, comments, likes, shares, and so forth. And put more videos, better quality. But we'll see. I'm working at that. I'm getting ready. We'll take a couple of days. I have to clean up everything. I have to wash now, because it sat there for a year. So I have to check it to make sure it is right and I can trust it. I will make an inventory of it. I will decide what I will take, because, for example, this time, probably I'll do it this time, I have to take all this gear just to test it for you. So you have to see how, it's not this one, how about and why you should go with a full body harness. I bought this one. They do a very good job when it comes to gear. This is fully adjustable. This is the full body harness. So we'll test it together. So I have to make a plan. I have to be properly organized to make sure I'm not wasting opportunity when I'm driving to the mountain. And one by one, it will show there. Happy you've spent time with me now. Get ready with me. This wasn't a get ready. Let's make an inventory. This is the video. Let's make an inventory. Yes. Crampons. I want to do cramp paradiso this year. We'll see about that. I'm a bit afraid because I was sick, I got fat, I'm getting older, and I know I'm out of shape. I will get into it if I decide to do it. I will get out of it, but it might be traumatizing or dramatic, one of the two. So I would like to avoid both if possible. For that I'm training, I'm taking action, but it is imminent. Soon it will be 25th of May when the season opens. I would like to do it then, when it is more snow and more aggressive, not in the middle of a summer when it gets easier and easier. We'll see about that. I'll keep you updated.